Alrighty, water's here. Notes done.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Again, my Xbox Series X I'll be getting tomorrow.
Great, now you just dated this episode. I hope you're happy.
I mean, insert day here. I get it.
Oh boy, I can't wait to get it on November 10th.
I mean, technically they do show when this was recorded. So.
Yeah, it's because, when people were like, oh, do you just stop doing the show? No. I'll tell you when we stop doing the show, and that's when I say schwa it, but that's not how it is.
Sorry. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Kaiju Center Ultraranger, the show where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all kaiju between.
Oops, I forgot to flip the CD over there.
This is Gar, Ultraman, Ultra Gar, our host. I don't know, and Ultralane, our co-host. I don't know. I remember I said that because you were like the other day, you should just be Ultralane, Ultra Gar.
Ultralane, Ultra Gar. So
that sounds easier, yeah.
It's also easier because if a certain studio, finds out about this podcast.
Oh, what is someday trademarked for Ultraman Gar and Ultraman Lane, then they'll come after us? Yeah.
No, just the fact of hey, I noticed you guys are using our brand name for a non-profit or for a profitable podcast.
That's true.
Maybe we shouldn't be using the names.
It should be Gar of Ultra.
Gar of Ultra.
Lane of Ultra.
So what would that be then? Ga no Ultra?
Sure. Yeah. Or no, Ultra no Ga.
Ultra no Ga.
Yeah. It's like Father of Ultra is Ultra no Chuchi. Hi everyone, what's up? Episode 140.
Yeah, the big 140.
Ooh, so many people celebrate episode 140.
Oh yeah. Hey, a lot of people don't get up to episode 140.
It's true. What Castranger we didn't. Stopped after 5 episodes. No, we have 318 episodes currently.
Oh my goodness.
I know. You've been around for since the 70s?
Episode 80.
Fuck. You've just been in it. You're like, yep.
Oh yeah, totally proceed to count all the episodes that I'm not a part of.
Yeah. Mr. Oh, I don't listen to the episodes I'm in.
Yeah, okay, so quick Castranger story. That was my ball of water, sorry. So I hear Ichi editing extra, and he doesn't edit with headphones in, because I don't know why. I think it's because a work thing. I don't know. But anyways, I'm in the kitchen making myself breakfast, and I can hear the audio from the kitchen.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I just sound louder than I am. I'm like, why do I sound like that? I don't sound like that on Ultraranger. Ichi turns to me in his chair very slowly, and he just shouts at me, "This is why you don't lay on the floor."
Yeah.
Sometimes Lane, Raven, Tom, or Paul,
you're all here, yeah,
and Ichi, they're all sitting on the couches and chair. I don't really have a place to sit, so I end up on the floor.
I feel like if we didn't have the treadmill, I feel like we could have gotten a nice kind of single seated comfy chair like this one, and then just
I don't.
Bam.
I can always just sit in the black chair that we have there right beside the desk.
That's true.
But it's just a thing of not having. I've got to turn the recording light on. There we are. But it's just the thing of
yeah,
seating.
Yeah. So and it's just when you're on the floor, your voice is like talking up.
Yeah,
so
it's talking.
It's
upwards.
resonating off the floor, off the ceiling, and then into the microphone. So.
But now I know not to do that.
Yeah.
Because Ichi tells me, but it sounds like he's just joking.
No, we're all complaining at each other about shit. It just sounds like we're fucking just messing with each other, but then it's just so we don't know when we're serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got light news, like legit. It's just mostly figures.
Yeah. So Tamashii Nations event 2020 happened.
Yeah.
And there were a lot of Kamen Rider stuff, some new anime stuff like Dragon Ball Z stuff. We're getting Launch, Frieza. Frieza first form with a hover car.
With the pod, yeah.
Oh yeah, with the pod thing. Now we just need his two generals.
Oh, Tabor and Zarbon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what, just for the hell of it, make Kui. Hi Kui.
Bye Kui.
Oh.
But yeah, no, Gar made an interesting comment going like, man, like it was really light on like Ultraman like figures for Tokusatsu. I'm like, well, it's because they've just been releasing figures all year. They're getting a shit ton of stuff. So
but it's also like, they tease some stuff. But when the actual event happened, it was mostly all the stuff they teased, except for like one or two things.
Yeah, but we got some goodies that we were excited for.
Yeah,
one that you fucking called like a million miles away.
Oh yeah, but first things first. So we have these light up sculptures for Ultraman Zero and Belial.
They're big.
Yeah, these things are massive.
Yeah, so there's this Zero like brooding on a rock, and if you want to make him look more edgelordy and brooding, then don't worry about it. He comes with that cloak that he had in that one Zero special that he had.
Oh, Ultra Zero fight.
Yeah, where he was walking around, roaming around in space, just with a tattered cloak for some goddamn reason.
Oh, it's because Wanderer and such.
Well, yeah, it reminds me of that trailer from Halo 5 where it was just Master Chief walking around on a desert planet and he's just in a tattered fucking cloak for no goddamn reason. And then they made a figure of that. It was never in Halo 5. The game never had him in like a tattered fucking cloak. It was just a misdirection. Like, it was fucking weird. But this looks amazing.
Yeah, so these statues were made to commemorate the 10th anniversary of Zero and Belial.
Yeah.
And what's cute is that on the Zero one, you actually see his pet Pigmon he had.
Yeah, the Pigmon that like was kind of interrupt him during his training. He's like, get out of here!
No, not that one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one he rescued.
Yeah, the other one he rescued.
That's right, the one who was like...
Yeah, in the...
cheering him on.
Yeah, in Ultimate Force Zero, it was like, we're adopting him. He's our mascot.
Yeah. And then we go over to the Belial one.
Yeah, then we have the Belial one.
What else is there to say? That's fucking gorgeous. Like,
I guess he includes some dead ultras.
Like he fucking he's holding his Giga Battleizer as Belial normally does, because he kicks fucking ass with that.
I just find it weird that like his plaque doesn't mention the 10th anniversary, but if you look at Zero's, it acknowledges 10th anniversary.
That's because Zero's like, he's the main hero of it, so it's like it's commemorating more so him. It's just Belial is like the secondary part of that.
They are yin and yang.
Yeah.
You can't have Zero without Belial.
That's true.
Think of all the times Zero showed up. Like 95% of the time. 95% of the time Belial's there.
Yeah.
The only times where I can't count that Belial was there was in Ultraman Saga. No, he was in the Genghis movie. The X crossover.
In the Dark Lop Zero one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't in that.
Yeah, in Dark Lop Zero. Oh, and the Orb movie when he showed up with Ultra Fight Orb.
Yeah.
So like 4 things that he appeared in have nothing to do with Belial. But you could kind of count that Dark Lops is somewhat Belial related.
Kinda, yeah.
Because, he's the one that built the Dark Lops army.
Yeah.
Or manufactured.
So wherever Zero goes, Belial's somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like the Belial statue's just fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now the bad news. They're expensive as fuck. Like, at least a $1,000 statue.
Yeah, so so far, it's the Zero one is the only one for a release, which will be coming out in July of next year, 2021, for 132,000 yen.
It's like over $1,300.
And the shipping fee's already 4,000 yen.
Yeah, so this would be close to like $1,500. So if you love Zero a shit fucking ton, then get the statue. Like, I love Belial to death, but I have the S.H Figuarts of him. That was $70. That's all I need. I do not need a statue of him.
Plus, you can pose him in any pose
you
like.
The figure art came with the Giga Battleizer, and I can just pose him easily with that. It comes with hands that are easily grips that. So it's whatever. If I had money to piss away on, maybe I would have bought that statue because it's fucking gorgeous.
This is a premium Bandai item as well.
Yeah.
And 600 millimeters tall. So
it's a big boy. It's
I don't know how tall that is.
600. How much?
600 millimeters.
Let's see.
Weighing at 17 kilograms in weight.
600 millimeters into inches.
Yeah.
It's almost a 2 feet.
2 foot tall statue.
2 foot tall statue.
Cheap.
Like fucking hell! That's gigantic.
That thing would come up to my knee. That's the size of a newborn child.
Yeah, that's like the size of like a toddler.
And if you lived in America, that's pretty much how much you'd be paying for a newborn child. I don't know. We live in Canada. Healthcare's free.
What do you want? A newborn child or zero statue?
Oh, speaking of, congratulations, America. You got the lesser of two evils.
Yes, and congratulations on getting Trump out of the Oval Office. So
now we need to work on our own president.
We need to get rid of Ford.
Yeah, we need to get rid of Ford. We need to get
2 more years until next premier.
Ford election. And Trudeau. We need to get rid of.
Yeah, Trudeau's done some stupid shit, but
but this is Ultraranger, not the politics.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine how fucking hard the Ultraman politics would be. Ugh.
Now I'm actually curious how.
After the Belial incident on the Land of Light, that caused the entire Ultra economy to just fucking.
Yeah. There's just an Ultraman on there named like Larry or something. He's like in charge of like contract work.
Yeah. All right, boys, let's do this. These statues are fucking gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they made like nice, highly detailed pictures. Then there's a double one. That's cool.
Yeah, we already
go check out extra for that.
Yeah. Want to hear about Kamen Rider news? Go check out Extra Extra, where we freaking stretch it out like noodles. All right. More figure art news. So, as we all know, there is a special colored version of Biollante coming out as a S.H Monster Arts. And according to this, I may be wrong, but there is a new S.H Monster Arts 1989 Godzilla coming out.
Neck, dude.
Yeah.
Look how long the neck is. I get that's where the head's supposed to go, but like, god damn.
Yeah, now I want to say this is allegedly a new one because apparently last year we got one.
Yeah.
Which is like the S.H Monster Arts Kyoku Godzilla, which has a light up feature.
Oh, that's why it's expensive.
Yeah. But I'm not sure if this is the same one.
Maybe it's like a cheaper version of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's like it's the
doesn't
new
light up.
mold,
It doesn't look like it lights up in any way.
Yeah.
So
that's what it probably is.
Biolante's fucking nice looking too.
Oh yeah, Biollante looks killer.
I like that like he has like vegetation on his back that like resembles Godzilla's frills.
Oh, the dorsal fins?
Yeah, the dorsal fins, but it's like plants. So like that's clever because it is just Godzilla fused with a plant. And then he's got little mini Godzilla vine tentacles.
It's funny because in Monster Island Buddies, the vinyl figure show about Godzilla stuff, they made Biollante Godzilla's I think just straight up sister.
This should have been a Monster Planet. They should have arrived there and there's just like hundreds of Biollantes fucking everywhere because that's how much Godzilla's influence just mutated on the planet.
On the plants.
Yeah, just plants, and they all just turn to like fucking miniature Biollantes, and there's like different size Biollantes. That would have been terrifying.
That would have been terrifying, but also been pretty cool. Oh yeah, and there's also some I totally forgot Figure Arts did Mandalorian stuff.
The IG-11 figure's fucking monstrous.
There's no picture of it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like up close.
They're making like the fucking scout trooper from episode 8 of Mandalorian season 1.
Yeah.
Got the armor. You got the heavy artillery Mandalorian, like, or ham. That's what he's called. And then
and then like some Marvel stuff.
Yeah, so they're making all the figure arts based off the Avengers.
Yeah,
cool.
From the first movie, like Battle Damage Iron Man Mark 7.
Yeah, I love Mark 7.
Yeah.
No, that's fucking cool. Yeah, no, that's cool. I like Biollante. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Biollante, but like I enjoyed the movie. It was good. It was a good espionage movie. So good spy film.
I like how they're like, what do we do? What is there to do? Godzilla's back. So like they're just sitting on the freaking tossed like the flop. What is it? The crash? Yeah, the crashed freaking transport truck. It's like, what do we do? Nothing to do. Godzilla's back.
Batman.
Forgot that. We need to talk about Godzilla versus King Ghidorah.
Yes.
And then, the piece de resistance, the S.H Figuarts Ultraman display.
Yeah, so first off, I'm just going to mention they showed off G Galaxy Rising, which I'm immensely happy that that's going to be a thing. So as soon as that's out, I'm buying that sucker.
Yeah.
Because I love my boy Jeed.
Yeah, because at this point, there is no release dates or pricing for any of these except for one item. And then this you're immensely happy about because you pretty much fucking called it. Oh, yeah. So I'm happy about this because... at the Tamashii Nations event, they announced that Jugless Juggler will be getting a re-release under the New Generation Edition banner, which he will include his Dark Z Riser from Ultraman Z. Which is what you fucking said. You're like, if they do a re-release, Jugless Juggler, it needs to come with his Dark Z Riser. Now, I don't know if this will come with the separate chest piece like the original did, because the original figure art for Juggler came with a separate chest piece before he got the scar. Yeah, to represent him in the origin saga. Mm-hmm. But like on one hand, I would be upset, or like I'd be a bit upset, but I would never display him without his like moon crescent scar. Yeah, because that's what defines him. Yeah. Actually, didn't come with a sword. So that would be a bit weird. No, but come with a sword. I just hope, fingers crossed, it comes with his Dark Orb Ring. I don't think so, because you could count this as the Z version. Well, it's the new generation. Like, basically, it comes with the same effect pieces, just with... It's like how the new G figure art that's coming out. It's the exact same figure, just it comes with red eyes. Yeah. So that means, now that they have a mold for it, of course that means G will probably come with it. Yeah. We're also getting... We saw a picture of Figuarts Avenger, which looks amazing. Yeah. I honestly, this will probably be the Avenger figure I'll pick up because I'm sure as fuck not getting the $200 DX version. No, but this is. I also gotta give it up to Tamashii Nations this year for doing like display pieces. Yeah, like imagine the came with that. Oh, that'd be. Or like you make it even make like the box background for him just look like the inside the storage thing. I'm trying to find a good picture of it, but they didn't take one here apparently. But we are getting base form 0. Which is good. Sorry, not 0. Base form Z. Which I knew they would. Mm-hmm. Which that may be the one that I get for my display. Yeah, because that's the original Z, right? Yeah. So the Alpha Edge figure is pretty, though. The Alpha Edge figure art is pretty. So I'm just hope if they do Beta Smash, I will pick up Beta Smash. Yes, Avenger. Fuma was showcased because Fuma's coming out next year. Yep. They also showcased Grigio, Ultraman Grigio again, and Ultraman Rebute. Yeah, Rebute's getting a figure art, so it's good. Yeah, he looks pretty good. He looks awesome. Nice silver on him. I like how he's posed right next to Zero. Yeah. And then we got Metallic Zero, got the new Zeton, which you talked about, and then... Oh yeah. So this is the only one that we finally got a big announcement for. And that is the S.H Figuarts Ultraman Leo. And all his great ugliness. He's not that ugly. No, and so now I'm thinking like the next figure art they'll announce is definitely going to be Astra, because like you need the brothers together. Yeah. You gotta have both Leo and Astra. I like how they put Avenger next to Leo. And then hopefully after that we'll get 80. I was surprised 80 wasn't showcased. But then again, like, everything that they showed off was just everything that was already announced. Well, next year will be his 80? 50th? 40th anniversary? 41st anniversary will be next year? Yeah, 41st anniversary next year for 80. There we go. And then we have a picture of the Brother Mantles that are coming out. Oh! And speaking of mantles, yeah, they showcased Zero with his new mantle, which is the only thing here that actually has a release date. Yeah, so he doesn't. It's not like a Zero figure that comes with the mantle. It's just the mantle itself, which that's good. I realized, like, I don't know why I was hoping that, because I was saying, oh, I'll get Zero if it comes with the mantle. No, looks like I just have to buy the mantle.
Yeah, so you just gotta buy a regular ass Zero and then just get that.
Yeah. So the mantle will be 2,750 yen.
So it'll be like $40-$50.
Yeah, much like with the actual mantle, and it'll be coming out in May of next year.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, I like the sunset shot with Alpha Edge Figuart.
Yeah. Good old Zero Senpai.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it for news.
News.
It was just mostly Tamashii Nation announcements.
Yep, but all good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this episode we're talking about Ultraseven episode 13, Ultraman Dyna episode 14, and then we got Ultraman Z 11 and 12 because it's a two-parter because it's about King Joe Custom.
Yeah. But so first let's talk about Ultraseven. So episode 13, The Man Who Came from B3. Yeah. So special fact about this episode, it was the last episode to air in 1967.
Oh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so basically this episode, just the summary of it is alien fucking ship attacks the V3 space station. A bunch of people get fucking killed because they like launch out into space. And so this one guy who works on the space station, Kurata, he escapes.
Yeah, he escapes with a fellow V3 member, and they chase the aliens down to Earth. And what makes Kurata special is he is apparently one of Kiriyama's closest friends because they went to school together.
Yeah, and it's interesting. So like you can tell that like the Ultra Guard are like the ground based like Earth defenders, and then V3 people are supposed to be like the space protection. So like they stop any incoming threats who are flying into space. Because you can tell like they have like different color, like their shoes are inverted colors from the Ultra Guards, because the Ultra Guards are white with black, and then the V3s are black with white stripes.
Yeah. And
then like their helmets have like a gray on it instead of red that the Ultra Guard have. So I like that there's like differences in the uniforms.
Mm-hmm.
So and then like the V3 people have more like Air Force jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Like flight suits. So I like that attention to detail.
Yeah. It definitely made Kurata stand out in front of the rest of the Ultra Guard.
Yeah. I every time he was on screen I was like, oh, I know who that is.
Yeah.
And this guy very
like you expect
he had temper on him.
No, truly admit I was expecting him to be like, alien.
Me too.
Like I was expecting him to be like, "Oh, I'm an alien that took your friend's disguise." Ha 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 ha. But no, he was genuinely a human being.
Yeah, and he was very emotional, very passionate, and like he was very he was very upset and pissed off that like these aliens fucking killed a lot of his men, especially his co-pilot. Like his co-pilot didn't make it, and then he had to eject out, and he just saw the ship just fucking crashed into a fucking mountain.
Which that was a really good shot.
That was a good shot
of the model flying like wall on fire into the mountains, and it just exploded.
And then we get some nice shots later of like him and Kiriyama just fucking flying in sync together with their ships. It was fucking dope.
Yeah,
I loved that. Like that was good attention to shots.
And speaking of Kiriyama, it's nice to finally have a focus episode for him.
And like we always notice and say, episodes focusing on the captains and Ultraman, solid.
Like the Dada episode with Cap.
Yeah, like that was solid. Like him with
this was pretty solid.
It was pretty solid. Like X was solid. Fucking Gengas was solid. Like
even though he wasn't the captain, the uncle from Orb.
Yeah.
His episode with featuring his daughter was also good.
Oh my god, yeah.
I think the only one that didn't really have a decent character focus episode was Zena from Jeed.
Yeah.
He never really got a character aside from the Zygos like two-parter.
Yeah, like his the guy who was Geki Red's actor.
Yeah, like the Geki.
Kinda.
That was like the closest we got.
Well, I mean, also he's an emotionalist alien, so you can't really do much of an episode with an emotionalist character.
That's also true.
Yeah. But yeah, so like.
Also, in the Rube Dad episode.
Yep.
Taiga, I want to say the other alien that was there.
Yeah, like well, when the president was with like the like with that old man.
Yeah.
It was like a reference to the guy from the Ultraseven episode that we did watch.
Yeah.
So we'll get later.
Or you mean the Return of?
No, it was from Ultraseven. It was like the guy who was
like, right.
seeing the aliens in space, and he's like he lives on Earth, and
right, the episode 5.
That's like from like 40 something. That's in the 40s.
Yeah,
I know that.
Yeah, it's in like Endgame.
Yeah.
Ultraseven. I think the final episode before it's like 3-part finale.
Yeah, so like he's just really pissed off, and like he's grounded, so he can't fucking go anywhere, and like the V3 space station isn't gone. It's still there. It's just like a lot of the men who were there to defend it died because the ship's like really fucking powerful, and like it's weird. Like it shot like it didn't shoot lasers. It shot like sparks out. So I kept thinking it kept like firing from its engines because it didn't look like a cannon.
What it looked like.
Yeah, it looked like it was just like sparking its engines out of it, and then like they would lure in, and so like Amagi and Furuhashi went to like go try to take it down because they met up with Kurata and his co-pilot. So they crashed, they got captured, and then they got like turned to like evil clones.
Shadow clone jutsu.
Which was a pretty cool shot. Like you see them from behind, they're in shadows, and then you just see like the clones kind of walk forward from them, and I was like, that was fucking cool. I like that. So they show back up at the base, and they're like, "Oh, guys, how was it?" And they're like, "We're good." And you fucking see immediately Dan's just looking at them, just like fucking bullshit. I know, and like even in like the background, like the zoomed out shot, you can still see Dan just kind of looking at him like it's like that. It's a gif of Fry just kind of like squinting his eyes, just being like, "No, you're up to go." So the aliens sent the clones to go steal fuel so they could fuel their ship so they could escape.
Yeah.
So they go into the fuel room. Dan also goes into the fuel room
because he doesn't trust them.
No, of course not. And he shoots them both. And they just
fire the high tech alien guns that you guys have modified in the room filled with fuel.
Yeah. And so, like, the way they fucking collapse was hilarious because you see Furuhashi stuff, you're like,
And now I am the dead.
So this is, like, the second time that, like, Dan's done something like this. The other people walk in. They're just like, "Dude, what the fuck? Why'd you kill them?" And he's like, "No, they're evil."
But, it's not like he ends up back in the cell.
In the cell that Ultraseven got out of easily, and they never explained how Dan got out of the cell. So the clones dissipate, and like they're like, "Oh, what the fuck going on?" And so
so the alien of the episode are the space birdmen Iros.
Yes.
And they sent they sent like a note to the TDF office for like ransom, like you give us fuel,
we'll release your two humans.
And like so this is when Kiriyama and Kurata kind of have like this is when they really butt heads. Because Kurata knows if you give them the fuel, they're just going to start killing more people. I lost all my men. You would only lose 2, but they're my 2 best people.
Yeah, no, they're like irreplaceable.
And it's like I'm not willing to sacrifice my 2 guys when more could happen.
Yeah. So so Kevin goes out by himself, and then just Kurata's just getting really fucking impatient. So he like storms down to go to the docking bay to steal take a ship so he can go destroy the ship. And so like one of the heads, generals, he's just like officers. He's like, "I get it, you're upset, but you need a key to like unlock the dock down there." And he's like, "Oh shit." He's like, I got you.
And that's when I was like, "Oh, this is when it's gonna be revealed. He's an alien because he doesn't have the key." Nope. It's just
he doesn't know Ultra Guard protocols.
It's not like space. He doesn't. Sorry, I left my space keys at home.
Yeah. So I like that the general guys.
Sorry, I left my space keys in space.
So I like that the general was kind of just like, "I get it. Like, yeah, I agree with you. You need to fucking blow up the ship." So he goes off as well, and then like again, like they're flying together, they're in sync, and like you see, it's like, "Oh, good for you being here, crying." It's like, "All right, let's do it."
And I also just find it cute how like Dan walks back into the office, and Soga's the only one there because this is another episode where Anne's just gone.
I feel like that's just going to be a recurring thing. She'll like every other episode, she's just not going to be in it.
But to be fair, she is she is the head doctor of the entire base.
So she's probably busy.
Yeah, so she's probably busy.
Yeah.
But it's just the thing of like
everyone's trying to bang her.
Yeah, like Dan walks in, he sees Soga just working there all by himself. He's like, "Hey, where'd Karada go? Oh, he went to go hijack a plane to help Captain."
Yeah.
Oh. Hey, you want to steal one of the pointers and go rescue our friends? Yeah. But like he was just so happy about that. He's like, "Yeah,
all right, let's do it." And so they go down, and then like they crash. Yeah, they crash, right?
The pointer?
Yeah.
Oh,
or no, the pointer. Yeah, they get out and they start like shooting at the thing. So then like Dan's like, "Oh, fucking great!" Hey! So he's like,
Yeah, because
like,
Soga got
Dan!
shot.
No.
Oh yeah, the alien Iroh ship split in 2 pieces.
Yeah, so I had like a ship in a ship, and I was like, "Whoa!" And then like it planted like a capsule, and then the capsule blew up into a kaiju.
Yeah, in which that's when alien Iroh is apparently. So I guess the alien itself hit itself.
Yeah.
And the capsule's like, if the ship explodes, he's at least still alive.
Yeah.
Which the look of them, I was not expecting that.
No.
Especially for how intricate their technology and their architecture look. It's just
it has no legs. It kind of just like hovers, and then like it's very short. It
is truly the Danny DeVito of kaijus.
Yeah. So so Dan turns into Ultraseven, and then like you see him inside, so he goes in and rescues Magi and Furuhashi, and like he actually talks. He's like, "Come on, quickly, let's go." So he gets them out, and then he like jumps, and then we get this awesome fucking shot of him like growing bigger, and I was like, that was fucking cool. Like he even has like the.
And I did get confirmation. He is called Ultraseven because the Ultra Guard acknowledges him as the 7th member.
Yep. So that was cute. And then he fights the alien. And
it's just like he's throwing everything at it. Like he's using his the light beam, like Emelium beam.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything. Tries to throw his eye slugger, doesn't work.
Nope.
So he finally does it after 13 episodes. His Spacium Ray.
Yep.
The wide shot.
Fucking bam. And and you're like,
and then like
it's Chris Pratt.
Yeah. And I think that was when they're like, wait, is he an Ultraman?
Yeah, and then like it was like, fuck yeah, he's an Ultraman. He still looks like an Ultraman. Like he's got the head structure, So, yeah. So he like and then Karada and Kiriyama they blow up the ship.
Yeah, they blow up the ship, and they're just flying off. Karada takes the Ultra Hawk 2 back into space to go back to V3, but apparently this is farewell.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not coming back after
this. He's not coming back? That's a bit upsetting. Especially, dude, that's space.
Yeah.
And I feel like since this aired on Christmas Eve, they should have kind of did a Christmas episode of it.
Yeah.
Maybe just be like, alright guys, I'm going back to work. It's like, well, this Christmas Eve.
I don't even know if Christmas was like fully celebrated around that time yet.
Like that could have been it, but it could also just been like, oh, instead of going back so soon, why don't you like have dinner with us? Or like, if I were writing this nowadays, and if I knew this was coming out on Christmas, I would end it with all of them getting together having a feast.
Yeah.
Because they even end the episode of Karada and Kiriyama kind of acknowledging the same thing to each other. Don't waste your life.
No. And like
savor it.
And like that's the lesson too. Like they also had like their morals where it's just like, like yeah, sure, like a bunch of your men fucking get massacred and shit like that, but it doesn't mean like you should go like for revenge, especially because like it's hard, and like and then Kiriyama's like, no, I'm not gonna sacrifice my 2 fucking dudes to.
Like, I'm not going to sacrifice
2 of my best people.
2 of my best people, not people that I probably acknowledge as my friends.
Yeah, family even.
Family, maybe. Hell, I consider Dan / Ultraseven over there, remember?
But no, I like this episode. It was very short and sweet, but it had a good message, and like I just liked how we got like a more of an expansion of like the
like the crew.
And like the V3 and stuff like that, because like the V3 space station's fucking dope.
It'd be cool if like because we know that maybe this is like a sequel to like all the Showa era stuff. It'd be kind of funny to see like just an abandoned V3 station in orbit floating around space.
It's just like zombie kaijus. Like,
just Just skeletons inside.
Yeah, dead people, and they have like the old uniforms and shit.
Oh yeah.
Because I love in sequels to video games and stuff when you get to like revisit like old areas from like previous like games or movies. So like Metal Gear Solid 4, you go back to like Shadow Moses where the first game took place, and it's so fucking cool.
Oh, one of my favorites is when you beat Super Mario Odyssey and like the last kingdom is finally unlocked, and it's like, the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, and you can get like Mario 64.
Yeah, and when you collect the stars there, like it does the Mario 64. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to finish that game.
Yes, you do. But yeah.
So close to 100% it.
So now it's Ultraman Dyna.
Yay. So episode 14, Sleeping Monarch on the Moon.
So it's about the moon. And there's like ancient ruins on the moon and some fucking like evil alien deity or some shit.
Yeah. So apparently in the Tiga Dyna timeline in the 1970s, astronauts found an unknown palace on the moon and dubbed it the Royal Valley.
Well, it's funny. There's a horror film that was made years ago where it was about like the last time the astronauts like went up to the moon and they found like an evil space creature on the moon that like killed them, and that's why we haven't been back on the moon since the 1970s, because like the fucking evil creature.
Isn't it like we haven't gone back there because of just all the radiation?
I don't know. I think it's just because like there's nothing really up there that's like cool. We got to go to the moon.
I like Dark of the Moon. Not the album, but basically like the opening sequence to Transformers Dark in the Moon, where like one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Turn off the comms and the radio. Alright guys, go check out the alien shit. You got like 15 minutes. Then like the Autobots are like, why didn't you tell us? Because we're the government in a Michael Bay movie. We're assholes.
Fucking Kelsey Grammer got killed by Dr.
I still can't. I don't like that about the Transformer movies now. Just all the government officials are just so up their own ass.
Yup. Buzz Aldrin was just like, fuck off, Optimus.
Fuck off, Optimus. We were on a mission.
So yeah, so this was a heavy Karya episode.
Okay, is Karya just the new Shinjo?
No, no one will ever replace Shinjo.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Shinjo! You know, he used to have a sister.
Oh, right. If he gets a sister, then he's the new.
Sure, but he won't be. But he won't be as better than Shinjo.
No, but it's just. Don't you find it a bit weird that how many episodes has Karya gotten the main focus?
That's true.
Over Asuka. Seriously, what is with Dyna and Tiga? Just let's have one of the other members be the main focus character, and our main character not kind of be a blank slate.
Just remember, Shinjo, the true protagonist of Tiga.
Yes.
So Karya is up there in the Guts Dig, which apparently was built by Nakajima, and he's like, isn't the Guts Dig great? He's like, yeah, no, it's pretty cool. It's like, no, it's the best. Fuck you. Fuck you, Karya.
Didn't Guts from Tiga have their own like drill?
Yeah, they did have their own drilling thing.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the fucking.
Like I could have sworn they
did. They did.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it.
Bike, the cars.
Yeah. Like a.
The Ardesi.
Oh yeah, the Pepar.
Yeah, the Pepar. Yeah, that was what the episode where like they threw the fucking kaiju back to the mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was the episode where they find Gozla again.
Yeet.
Apparently that the original driller thing is a motif on a hermit crab.
Oh.
I see it.
Yeah, so they're on. They use the guts drill dig to drill into the ancient ruins, the Royal Valley, and so they go further underground and they get like stuck, and so they're like, okay, we're gonna go explore. So while they're underground, they realize that like the gravity on the underneath where they are is like the heavy as Earth's. And so, like, okay, there's got to be, like, some kind of artificial gravity generator somewhere.
Which there is.
Which, yeah, it reminds me again of that fucking episode where, like, they found, like, that holographic planet, and they were like, oh, yeah, gravity is normal here, too, in the Earth. Fine.
Speaking of which, where the hell's Hanajiro?
Yeah, it's been like 2 episodes, and we haven't had Hanajiro again. I'm sad. There is a vinyl of him.
There is a vinyl figure of him, which I really want to get that.
We should make like a replica, like interactive electronic Hanajiro. This goes. You'd buy it.
Oh, dude, that would be in my house like instantly.
And so they find this worship statue, and it has like the sarcophagus in front of it, and so like, you know, being stupid, every time you find a sarcophagus, you have to fucking open it, obviously. Like, haven't you watched enough movies to fucking realize opening a sarcophagus is never a good thing?
What's with scientists being the most dumbest people in fiction?
Because curiosity gets the fucking better to them. Because they don't realize that, like, maybe discovering shit is a bad idea because it's gonna be bad. Like, opening a sarcophagus is never a good idea. Don't ever do that.
Also, if you remove the lid, the value of the corpse inside loses, or like drops by like 20%.
If you watch the Mummy, 1999 Mummy movie, like,
but this came
bad idea.
This came up before the Mummy.
It doesn't matter. Does not matter. So they open it, and like fucking like, we don't see what happens at first, but like basically what happens once Karya, he hears this voice, and he's like. It's like, oh, you must remove the sword, you get my true power will be revealed. And so he pulls the sword out, gets possessed by this fucking alien.
Yeah, so this alien named
Isurus. Isurus. That's yeah.
So the spelling is Isiris.
Yeah, so Isurus the Nuaxian.
Yeah.
From planet Nuaxia.
Which he is the emperor of that planet that blew up 1.2 billion years ago.
Yeah.
From natural causes, but the people of the planet blamed him for it, and they killed him. They stabbed him through the heart with a sword.
Yeah, so then like the other 3 like kind of like TPC members that accompany Kari on the mission, they are also like, they get possessed by like 3 aliens of Nuaxians as well.
We think it's
I
guess it is.
Yeah. So like Karya goes down to Earth with the sarcophagus, and he pretends to be like he's fine. It's like, oh, you need to get that checked through storage, and he's just like, no, fuck off. You're gonna let me go through. I'll let you go through. Move along. Yeah, basically just a Jedi mind trick.
It was kind of like the Jedi mind trick. And have you ever seen Michael J. Fox's Teen Wolf movie?
No, not all of it.
So there's a scene when he's trying to buy beer in the store, and the shopkeep knows that he's under 21, but his eyes turn red because of the werewolf powers, and like the guy gets freaked out by it, and he just sells him beer.
Yeah, no.
He's like, I would like to buy some beer.
I would like to purchase your finest beer, please. Oh, Shazam.
Oh, that's awful. Proceed to go buy snacks.
Yeah, no, the convenience store scene in Shazam was the best fucking part of the movie.
That could have just been a short film on its own.
Right? So yeah, Sakari J mind tricks, he goes back to like his like room, I guess, and he's basically like writing a message to send to the moon. And so like Hibiki goes on, he's like Kari, why the fuck didn't you like report it in the command center? And he's just like, I'm writing a report. I didn't ask you to write a report. Okay, do that, then go get some rest. It's okay. Yeah, I got it. So then he starts attacking in the base, and like I'm a sucker for those kind of like episodes and like shows where it's like, you know, like the home base, the headquarters gets attacked or invaded or something. Because like I like to see like how they would handle like an intrusion or like an emergency at their base. So it's always cool. Happened a lot of Guts in Tiga, if I remember.
Yeah,
a lot of people attack the Guts base.
Wait, you smell that? It smells like the episode didn't really have much of a budget, so they had to film there.
Yeah. So Karya is like possessed by Isurus, and he's fucking up people, and then so the 3 aliens come, and like they have the sword, and he's like, well, fuck you up. And then,
3 typical average men walked inside the palace, opened up a sarcophagus, and then they became possessed.
Then became new Exians.
Exians.
You might as well make that the fucking thumbnail. Like, put like the Beetleborgs, and you just have like the Nuaxians. I don't know. I'll think of something.
Yeah.
So like Isurus decides to leave Karya's body because he like flies back up to the moon, and then he like sent a message up to the moon to stop the gravity generator and make the moon fall out of its orbit so it crashes into Earth, which if that happened, that'd be fucking deadly. Like, we blow up. Like,
So,
our planet's gone.
So Sonic and Shadow, including with the rest of the team, have to gather the 7 Chaos Emblems to stop the Ultimate Life Form and the Space Colony Ark from crashing into Earth.
Yes.
Wait, sorry, no, that's Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh. The dead egg.
But that is still awesome video game.
Yeah, but no, like if the moon crashes into Earth, that'd be fucking devastating. We'd be dead.
I'm surprised the moon hasn't like fallen in.
I was thinking about that today too when we were watching the episode. I'm like, that would suck if you just saw the moon fucking crashing towards it. That'd be Majora's Mask.
But then by the end of the episode, the moon's huge.
I think it was just like the perspective.
Yeah, it was just
sometimes the moon can look bigger.
Yeah, but it's like right in front of their face almost. Yeah. I'm like, maybe they should have scaled that back a bit.
Yeah, so they send like a couple Guts members to go like take care of it, and then like Karya's like, I gotta go, like, or like they're like the Noaxians are like, okay, we need to like find his original body, stab him in the chest because that's where his heart is, and then we'll defeat him.
And now we'll steal him back.
Yeah. So I'm looking like the statue that the sarcophagus was at. I'm like, the statue's gonna fucking turn into a kaiju, and it does.
So I'm guessing the statue was a statue of himself.
Of Isuris, yeah, and so that was like him. So
or it was like their god or something.
Yeah, but I think that was supposed to be it was Isuris possessing the statue.
Yeah. It was because he's like. Because I remember him chanting, like, oh God or Emperor.
Give me your power.
Like, please get... Ancient spirits of evil.
I've lost my body.
Transform this decayed form into Mumra. The ever living. That hurts the voice.
Oh. I think you have water right there. Oh, no, you're out of water. Shit. Here. Here you go.
Thank you.
So, I thought they had to, like, bring the sword to, like, Dyna, and then I realized, like, oh no, they have to, like, they just have to go into Karya's room, find the sarcophagus, open it, there's his fucking decaying-ass body, and then, like, they're like, yeah, no, you need to do it.
Because you're the one possessed, because you're the last one possessed by him, so not it.
Yeah, you need to avenge our race, and so, Dyna's fighting it, and he's getting his ass kicked or whatever like that. But then...
Could you just imagine being in Canada, looking up at the moon, and be like, oh man, the moon looks so Hold on, is that a giant alien fighting another giant alien?
It's funny. Tiga also fought on the moon.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. There was an episode where they went on the moon.
No, are you talking about the artificial thing that was floating around on the moon? Or around the moon?
Yeah, but eventually they did fight on the moon.
No, they only fought on the artificial thing. I don't remember.
I swear they fought on the moon.
I don't remember if Tiga fought on the moon.
No, I'm pretty sure I remember him fighting on the moon.
Or are you just thinking of him fighting in space?
No. He's fought on the moon. Fought on the moon. I know he's fought on the moon before. But yeah, so then so they stab the body, and then like he's weakened, and so he turns into strong. And then it's just this weird shot of him like has like his fist out, and he's like slowly running towards him, and then he like fires his other fist at him, and then he like sends him out into space, and we're just me and Gar sitting there. Explode.
Yeah.
There's a nice shot of like Dyna on the moon, and then you see like the shot of Earth in the distance, and then like this bright red thing.
Just Dyna. I'm gonna make an ultimate wombo combo move.
It's a nice picture.
Screen it.
And yeah, and so that's basically it.
Yeah, it's basically they do we ever see the other three?
The Noaxians? No,
we never see them again.
But we find out, like, oh, their planet just died of natural causes.
Yeah,
like, it wasn't that guy.
Oops.
But he was just an asshole.
Yeah, but apparently, according to Karya, the 3 TPC workers are back to normal.
That's good.
Like, it was never shown on screen, but he's like, oh, Igarashi looked more into it and such. It's like, I wonder if they're still possessed. Or maybe, like, their spirits finally rested now that the Emperor's dead.
I think so. I think they're finally able to go to peace.
Also, who kept the fire going in the moon?
I don't know.
Why is there fire in the moon?
Really?
Apparently there's water on the moon.
Yep. Yeah, so it's a cool episode.
This would have been a cool 2-parter.
It would have been a nice 2-parter.
Especially with the whole moon thing.
Yeah. I mean,
like,
it's always cool to fight on the moon.
Because, like, can you imagine if there was, like, instead of just the one guy, it was, like, an army of, like, of those things.
And in this game called Asura's Wrath, one of the bonus DLC boss fights is you fight on the moon, and you fight Ryu Street Fighter on the fucking moon. It's just like a one-on-one fight with Ryu.
That sounds so stupid.
It's stupid, but like, dude, it's so fucking cinematic. It's so awesome.
I'm not gonna lie. If it was any other video game character, I'd be like, that's stupid.
Yeah, you fight Ryu and Akuma.
But if it's Ryu on the moon?
On the moon. You fight him on the moon.
That is somehow believable.
Yeah, no, it's fucking dope. It's a super cool fight.
That honestly sounds like the most... Like, it doesn't sound obtuse to me.
No, fighting on the moon's just cool. I like when shit happens on the moon. So, fucking go back to the moon, guys. You know, moon base. Go watch Space Force. It's about being a base on the moon. Moon! Moons are cool. Yeah, moons plus fight sequels, yes. So yeah, so it was a fun episode, Dyna.
Yeah.
Short and sweet.
Short and sweet, to the point. Can we just get more Asuka episodes?
Yes. So now we'll talk about the Z two-parter.
Yeah.
So, Ultraman Z episode 11, What Must Be Defended, and episode 12, The Cry of Life.
Okay, stretch, like, we were kind of stretching on the point that it's a two-parter.
Yeah.
But it's rather elements from one episode lead into problems in this episode.
Yeah, and it's the debut of King Joe Storage Custom. He's finally complete. He's built. He's got all of his shit.
It only took one episode to do it.
Fucking awesome, though. He looks so fucking cool, and he has, like, he can separate into different modes. He's got tank mode, and got robot mode.
You got trailer mode.
Yeah, and it's just super fucking cool. So in episode 11, the first kaijus the only kaijus we see are Red King.
Yeah.
And then in the flashback we get Geestron.
Yeah. So this episode, you know how we were complaining how Asuka doesn't have any character development in Dyna? Freaking Ultraman Z. Hey, I lost my dad. Oh, is he missing? No. Is he lost? No. Then what is he? Dead.
He's dead.
Oh. Yeah. You know, unlike Daichi, where like his parents got sucked into like the cyber world dimension or something.
Or, you know, Hiroyuki. Oh, my kaiju died when I was a kid.
Or
that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
That was all we got for backstory of Hiroyuki. So much to learn.
What else? Oh, wait. Hikaru from Ginga. He has parents.
Yeah, parents.
They live in London.
Yeah, and that's where he was. And then he's like, "Fuck it, going back to Japan."
Gonna go live with my grandpa.
Gonna live with my grandpa and live in an abandoned school.
Well, he was gonna live at the.
No, but he was living in a tent in an abandoned school.
Yeah, but because the temple burnt down, because Ginga, it's all Ginga's fault.
Ginga. But yeah, so this is basically about his dad, and like his dad was a really fucking cool ass guy. Like, you know, I think he was a firefighter.
I think.
Yeah, he was a firefighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was all about like rescuing people. And so, like, we see, like, a flashback of him, like, playing catch with his dad, and, like, his Arky as, like, a kid, he's like, hey, you got big hands. He's like, oh, do I? I got big hands. It's like, oh, okay.
Just put it on his face.
Just kills him. So apparently he died during a Geestron attack because he wanted to, he's, you know, it's in his blood, it's in his fucking soul to, like, save people.
But at least it wasn't, like, you know, Pa Kent from Man of Steel, where, like, he could have been saved, but decided not to.
Oh, and the tornado took him. Looked pretty painless for getting hit by a tornado. God. Yeah.
See, this is why I like the original Richard Donner one. Like, oh,
just had a heart attack!
Yeah, just had a heart attack and died.
Like, they were going up minding their own business and just had a heart attack and fucking hanged.
Because, you know, sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Life is too short.
Yep. Yeah, so he, like, runs off to go, like, save more people from, like, the Geestron attack, and he fortunately gets killed during
like, we don't see his death.
We don't see it, but we assume Geestron probably, like...
yeah, he probably
stepped
died.
on him.
I've been reading the new, or not the new, but, like, IDW's Godzilla Kingdom of Monsters.
Mm-hmm.
you wouldn't believe how many people just die left and right in that.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them from the government themselves.
Oof.
Oh, we'll gas the kaiju out. Oh, what about the few survivors there? Fuck them.
So it's cute that like Haruki was like so fucking excited for this new King Joe, and then like he goes up to Hebikura and he's like why can't I pilot him? Like, because man, like Yoko's the more like experienced pilot, and we need her.
And well, it's not even that. It's also you failed the simulation.
That too.
So yeah, Haruki goes back to his mother's place to not celebrate, but basically like it's the anniversary of his father's death. So he goes back to his hometown of Fukuma City. And that's when, a kaiju, because you can't have an Ultraman show without a kaiju or an alien. Yeah. And that's when you get Red King.
But not just one Red King.
Two Red Kings.
Spoilers to parents.
And it's also very nice to see that it's the two different versions of Red King. Mm-hmm. So you have Generation 1, Generation 2.
Yep, yeah, mommy and daddy.
Okay, there's one complaint about this episode. So when Red King shows up, Haruki goes to save the little kid that's crying. When he transforms, he's in his storage uniform because of stock footage.
Fucking god! Everybody understood because they were always in their fucking costume outfits. So.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, because he was like visiting his mom to like pay respect to his anniversary of his dad's death, and like his mom's like, "Oh, you used to be so cute," and it's like, I am cute still. No. But, so like his mom just fucking like ripping on him.
I wonder what she does.
She's probably just stay-at-home mom, retired,
living off of life.
I like to think
life insurance.
I like to think like Haruki probably he lives on the base, and so he sends like a part of his paycheck. Like it's like in the first Superman movie where it's like, oh, could you like send half my paycheck to this address, like to my mother who lives out in Smallville, because he did that. Sent a bit of his paycheck so his mom could still live at the farm.
How do you do it, Bruce? How did you buy the house back from the bank?
I bought the bank.
I bought the bank.
I just can't believe it.
I want them to keep that scene in the Snyder Cut.
Yeah.
I bought the bank.
Yeah, that was funny. So then like they send out Wyndham, they send out King Joe to like fight.
Well, no, they only send out King
Joe.
Yeah,
it was the next episode, sorry.
Yeah.
So they send out King Joe, and like Yoko cannot fucking use this thing because it's like it has like 3 times the reaction speed. It's a bit faster, and
it's just it's more powerful than she was expecting.
Yeah. And it packs such a fucking punch. Like it's like Palladium Cannon, I think it was called.
Yeah.
It's so fucking cool.
Or like Pendium Cannon, something.
Yeah. So Zed's fighting it, and like they split up to fight both Red Kings, and so he defeats the Red King in the city.
Yeah.
And then like he goes to all 3 forms. He goes through Beta Smash, Alpha Edge, Gamma Future.
Yeah.
Which I'm liking Gamma Future more as as a form, because like I like the very like
mystical powers,
mystical thing about it, and like he always like does this thing where he goes like shwa wah wah, and he like puts his hand out
on the reverb with his schwa.
Yeah, I like that. Like Beta Smash is more like yeah. I can't wait for the episode where he goes Beta Smash and he like comes out, he's like Beta Smash. It's fucking sounds like he's like All Might or something.
And Beta Smash. But and then like the big thing happens where you look inside the little cave that the Red Kings came out of. And there's an egg. And
I like that they've been doing this lately with like in shows and stuff where like when you have like an egg, like it has like the same like like skin or like material as like the parent. So like in the Mandalorian when he goes to fight get the Mudhorn egg, it has like the same kind of furriness on it, like fur that like the Mudhorn has.
Or biggest example, Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like in the video games, it's all the same egg, but in the anime, they're all like different colored eggs.
Yeah, and like Digi-Eggs are different too.
Digi-Eggs as well.
Oh, Digi-Eggs. So like he's about to like use his Z beam on the Red King, but then Haruki he stalls. He stops and like says, like, "What's wrong, Haruki?" And he's like, "There's an egg.
Egg.
It's just a parent defending it." And then he realizes, "Oh fuck! I killed one of its parents.
I
killed an innocent kaiju that was just defending its family."
To the point where, like, when Yoko fires the storage cannon,
he fucking just
he blocks it with the barrier move, and he like kind of nods to the Red King to like get out of here.
Yeah, and the Red King's just like, all right, and then we get this really cool shot of just like it like huddled over the egg in the cave, and you only see its eyes glowing, and it just kind of like
and like
disappears into the cave, and it's like, whoa.
And like this isn't like this big giant cave. No, it's like this tiny little thing where it's like just
doesn't even look like it can fit in there.
No, but I think it's like it like burrows underground maybe.
So Haruki's upset about this because then like in the next episode he just starts like during like a montage where he's like exercising, like doing his workout. He just thinks back to like all the other fucking kaijus he's killed. He's like, how many of these are probably were just innocent and just minding their own business.
Am I not wrong?
You're not wrong.
Hashtag Gomora did nothing wrong.
Gomora did nothing wrong. He was just sleeping, minding his own business on a mountain. And they had to move him. He got hay fever. And then he got uppercutted into fucking
the Yeti monster. Gomez.
Yeah.
None of these kaijus. I found this quote because I had to bring it up about these two episodes. And it's a very famous one. From Oshiro Honda, the original director of Godzilla.
Yeah.
And he quoted, this is one of his biggest quotes. Monsters are tragic beings. They're born too tall, too strong, too heavy. They're not evil by choice. That is their tragedy.
Yeah, because we just see them as these big hulking monsters and we automatically think, oh, they're just here to terrorize us. So, like, that's why, like, I liked it in Ultraman X, the whole lesson there was that they were trying to...
We gotta coexist.
Coexist. Which Yoko has, like, a scene with Haruki where they're looking at King Joe, and Yoko just says, they have no place here. Like, we can't keep them here. We need to kill them.
Like Haruki mentions the egg. He's like, but that thing was carrying an egg, and Yoko's like, and what if it hatches?
What if it hatches and decides to come into the city for food? There is no place for these things to exist with us.
And that is...
Which Daichi would come in and be like, bitch! No, fuck you!
Ow! But, no, Cosmos would come in and be like, heal. Good boy. But, and that leads into, like, one of the things that I kind of like what the directors did with these two episodes. And that is involving King Joe. Whenever it shows up, or in a sense, the final shot, or like the second final shot in episode 12, when King Joe like turns around after defeating the Grigio Raiden, that is not a heroic pose. That is the pose of a monster.
Still so fucking
the flames behind, like the smoke behind it overtowering the camera.
Yeah.
With the shadows, with the flames.
So cool.
That is not a face of a hero.
No.
That is a face of a monster.
Also, the kaiju for this episode was our old buddy Gregory.
Yeah.
Hey, so Gregory Grigio Raiden.
Yeah.
So he's like this, like, he's basically like a regular Gregory, but like he has like this fucking huge back-mounted cannon on him. And it's pretty fucking powerful. And so apparently the Allied forces fucking like retooled a Grigio to...
Yeah, they found it underground 10 years ago.
And and then they like remodified it, and then that's where they got the inspiration to like make the storage mechs.
Yeah.
So, and of course this thing reawakens and gets pissed off, and it goes on a rampage. And so we get the director again.
Oh yeah, director Kuriyama comes back again, which I think
he's like, you guys fucked up. We got fucking fix this.
I think this is his latest appearance.
Yeah, since then, like, we've caught up. Haven't seen him.
Well, we've always been caught up, but I just think we just haven't seen him since.
Nope.
Yeah. Which is weird because he's still in the opening, but Kaburagi apparently just bailed from the opening.
I mean, with what just happened with them recently, I understand.
But I'm gonna be upset if he just doesn't show up again.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's gotta be some sort of end game going
like,
on.
Don't pull an Eisen.
Don't do it, Eisen.
Eisen should have just been the villain the whole fucking show. Yeah. Fuck Saki. I'm sorry.
You know, I think that may just be the one minor problem with Zet so far.
Just no really cool villain.
I don't mind that there's no cool villain, but it's just, where are we going?
Or yeah, what's the end goal technically?
Because like we know about the Dark Splinters,
Devil Splinters.
Yeah, the Devil Splinters, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
There's no like trying to find we know who the source is. It was Belial.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers.
So basically for Gregory, they decide, okay, so what we're gonna do is we'll lure him out of the city, we'll fucking like hook him down, and then we'll finish him off, because like they eventually come to the realization, it's like, no, we like, this thing's dangerous, we need to fucking kill it. And so like Haruki's just still feeling like really shitty, and like, you know, he's just like, he's traumatized, he has like PTSD
to the point where when he tried to finish off Grigio in the episode, his color timer instantly just started flashing red and reverted to base form.
Yeah, because I feel like when an Ultraman and a human host, they need to be like, it's kind of like drifting in a Jaeger Pacific Rim. Like, you need to be on the same both like mindset and emotional level, and if either one of them is out of sync, they're not going to work.
It's funny because in the preview for episode 13, Haruki mentions that he and Zet are drifting apart.
Yeah. And so, like, eventually, even to the point where, like, he stalls on the beam again because he sees, it looks like Grigio's crying.
Yeah.
He's just, like, calling out in pain.
And it's just like, that thing's upset.
Yeah. And then
Storage Custom comes in and be like,
well,
yeah.
And then Zet also reverts back to, like, his base form.
Yeah, because that's how I think they are.
Yeah, and the color timer just, like, like, it's really flashing. God damn it. And so then King Joe gets fucking up, fires its cannon, just point blank range right in its fucking core on its back, and so you see it, yeah, it's standing there all menacing, fucking fire behind it. And then, like, Haruki just, like, gets out, and you just hear, like, Yoko trying to call out to Haruki, and you just see Haruki just, like, ah! Just screaming because he's so fucking mad. Because he didn't want that to happen.
He's mad, he's frustrated. This is a character, this is a tokusatsu hero dealing with, like, emotional problems.
The man's struggling, and like he
doesn't know what to do.
Doesn't know what to do. Because now he just thinks he's a fucking murderer, and I feel like this is the lesson that both him and Zed will learn. Because like Zed, he doesn't understand the concept of just like, you know, just fucking kill everything. And like even Juggler makes a little quote saying, like, he says, we'll see how easy it is for him to keep this up.
Yeah,
because like he thinks that Zed and Haruki just can't like not kill kaijus, because like Juggler doesn't care. He's a killer. He kills whatever the fuck he feels like. He doesn't care.
In which it kind of, what was it, episode 13 it leads into, or does it lead into
it's 14, because 13 was the clip episode.
Right. So episode 14 is where this storyline kind of comes to an end. But this is I'm honestly happy this is a storyline that continues for 4 episodes.
Yeah.
Even into the clip episode. That's how good this episode, the good storyline is.
Yeah, so I'm glad Haruki's going through some personal struggle, and like it's just great to watch him grow, and like what he'll end up learning from all this, and hopefully Zet will learn something too.
And another thing about, like, you know, story wise, your villain is as good as your hero.
Yep.
Not that quote, but like the villain believes he is the hero of their own story.
Yeah. Like, oh, is that villain who just thinks, like, what they're doing is what's best for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like how the freaking, so there's an episode of Ghost Ager where, you remember the mutants, right?
Yes.
So, they're, like, fighting one of the final bosses of them, and he mentions, why are you, like, oh, we're here to protect the Earth. Why are you protecting the Earth? For the humans. Oh, you mean the humans that are polluting it? The humans that are destroying their own planet to survive?
Yeah.
is it really worth it? And like, you know, the little kid that hangs out with them, he brutally admits, yeah, we as the human race suck, but we're at least trying to make it better.
Yep. So just, yeah, so these 2 episodes were really fucking good, and
So
like
good.
King Joe is just so fucking awesome, like so much like I knew I had to fucking buy that. So I was happy to give you my King Joe vinyl because I'm getting the superior, the better version.
Don't call him the superior
He's
version.
the superior King Joe. I don't fucking give a shit. If you put King Joe Storage Custom versus the original King Joe, Storage Custom would fucking kick its ass.
It depends on who the pilot is. You know what? You know, I think that's gonna be the thumbnail. It's gonna be Pacific Rim, like it's gonna be Jaegers, or not Jaegers, but it's just.
We rewatched Pacific Rim recently. It's still a fucking great film.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much to the point that we just kind of disregard Uprising. But we're excited for this anime, whatever it's gonna be.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Zed still, you're fucking killing it. So good. Thank you for being such a good fucking show.
And I'll definitely admit it was these 2 episodes that are really making me want to say Ultraman Z is my all-time favorite Ultraman season. Because I don't really have one.
Yeah.
Because they're all good in their own way. They all have their merits and faults.
Yeah.
But after these 2 episodes, they made me feel something different for Ultraman as a whole.
Yeah. No, Jeed's still my favorite.
Jeed's still your favorite?
I love Jeed. My boy. It's a good show. But yeah, so that's episode 140. Moon plus Ultra Fights equals yes.
Yeah, equals yes.
So we had some pretty good episodes.
Yeah.
And so
next episode we're talking about the origin story for Ultraseven.
Yeah.
Whew. And as always, schwa for now.
Schwa for now.